Hello everybody and welcome back to this Python Basics course. My name is Mihir from Twin Tutorials, and in this video we're going to be covering how to make the game Rock Paper Scissors. This is our first programming challenge, and I challenge you to make the game Rock Paper Scissors by yourself without looking at the video. If you need some help, I will be giving some hints in the video, but let's roll the clip. Hello everybody and welcome back to this Python Basics course. My name is Mihir and today I have set aside a programming challenge for you. So in the last lecture, before the last lecture, we finished a game called Number Guess, involving if loops, randomization, and all of that. Here you will need similar concepts to build a rock, paper, scissors game. So if we open a new file, let's call it stored in Python. Let's call it rock, paper, scissors. Yep. So now, if you don't want any hints, I want you to pause this video and build it. If you do want some hints, I will start giving them to you. Okay, hint number 1. You will need if loops within if loops to build the rock, paper, scissors game. Hint number 2, you will need the choice function to determine what the CPU will be. Like if the CPU is rock, paper, scissors, you will need to put it in a list and use the choice function to determine which one. And if this sounds hard, I want you to think about this step by step. For example, if user is equal to rock, then you must determine what the CPU must be. Like if CPU is equal to scissors, then you lose or something, right? You win. So you will need to do some step-by-step thinking to solve this one. If it sounds easy, go ahead, pause the video and build it. Okay, I assume you're done, so I'm going to try to build it myself. So from random import choice. So let's build our game loop here, while true. So user is equal to input rock, paper, or scissors. Use Q to quit. CPU will then be equal to, actually, first we need to make a list, of course. So CPU options equal to rock, paper, or scissors. I'm sure you get the idea, right? Then we're just going to put this into choice and CPU options. So what we've done here is we've determined what the user is going to be, rock, paper, or scissors. We've determined what the CPU is going to be. So now we need to build the processing department. So if the user, actually first I'm going to put a lower statement on this. I have not explained what lower does, so I will. What lower does is it takes, if you inputted rock with an uppercase R, it will just turn it to lowercase r. Anything uppercase will be lowercase. You use it so rock uppercase and rock lowercase is the exact same thing. There's also the upper statement if you want it upper. But I'm just going to be using lower in this circumstance. So if user is equal to rock, then if CPU is equal to scissors, actually CPU has uppercase options. Let's just change that to lowercase. So CPU is equal to scissors. Then print, you win. You win. Rock crushes scissors. But that might sound a little bit weird if we don't also print the CPU. So let's also print CPU. And tell them the computer says, then we'll just do that and add a comma. And of course, we're just going to use else, and we're going to use, so Rock, how would this person print? So paper, okay. We're just going to copy this. Paper, it covers rock. And you may be like, what if both people say rock? I will just determine that doesn't happen. CPU is equal to user. Then we're going to print, it's a tie. Both said CPU, you and the computer said that, because if it's equal to CPU, then they're both the same, right? And to determine it doesn't go into both of them, we will just use elif. So if you're confused about what's going on so far, I will just fill you in. This statement right here is determining if it is a tie, as you can probably tell. These statements we've already went over. This statement right here is going over what would happen if it's rock. So if CPU is equal to scissors, that means that you won. But the CPU can't be equal to rock, which means the only other choice is paper, which would mean that you lose. So it would mean you lose. Paper covers rock. And that's literally the main module for this rock, paper, scissors game. So I actually could probably copy and paste this and then just change the print statements. So this time, if CPU is equal to, if users is equal to scissors, and if the CPU, so how does is equal to paper, then the computer says CPU, and you would win. It's not rock crushes scissors. It would be scissors cuts paper. And then the computer says CPU, you lose. And then instead of this, we would use, how does scissors lose? Okay, rock crushes scissors. So you get the idea, right? We just are gonna do this one more time. And what's the last option? So we've had user is equal to rock, we've had user is equal to scissors. So the last option is user says paper. So if CPU is equal to paper, no, it's not CPU is equal to paper. How does paper win? CPU is equal to rock. Paper covers rock. And then lastly, the computer would, and lastly, you would lose only if scissors, cuts paper, and then lastly, I'm just gonna add an else statement just to print that input isn't an option. That input would come if it doesn't say rock, paper, or scissors in any way, because it's not equal to paper and it's not equal to scissors. They're not the same thing here. So the only other option is that they wrote something weird, I guess. So if we run it, oh wait, we're not done yet. We also haven't added Aleph user is equal to Q. Remember, it's Q to quit. So all we have to do is break right there. What that's going to do is it's going to break out of this while loop and it's going to be done. So if we run this, lower is not defined. Is low, oh my gosh, I didn't add the function properly. Got. Okay, it turns out I was just being a little bit cuckoo, I guess, that lower is actually called in this manner. So now if I run it, please do not give me another error. There we go. If I say rock, the computer says scissors, so I win because rock crushes scissors. If I say paper, the computer said rock, and I keep winning for some reason. Do I ever lose? Let's see. Paper again. It's a tie. Okay, it's actually working. Rock, paper, paper. Now let's try scissors. Computer says paper, which means I still win. Okay. Wait, did I? Okay, yes, it is possible for me to lose. So this is the finished rock, paper, scissors game. If you didn't get it, it's okay. But that's it for this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Hey everybody, thanks for watching. If you like this video, please hit the red button down below to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye!